What's going on, world? DS1 Ross, and we back here on Stay Sleep TV. Shout out to everybody who support the platform, man. Much love, much love. Salute to everybody that's in the building. Shout out to y'all, man. Salute, salute, salute. Shout out to all of the visionaries out there. I see y'all. Salute, salute. Salute to my A-Game family. Salute to the A-Game family, man. Shout out to the A-Game Nation. We back here on Stay Sleep TV with another one. I appreciate all the love and the support. Shout out to everybody. Make sure y'all like and share the show. Make sure y'all like and share the show. Salute to all of my new subscribers. I appreciate it. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. Make sure y'all hit that notification bell, family, if y'all haven't yet. Shout out to my brother Walt Diddy in the building. Salute. Shout out to China White in the building. Salute. Salute, salute, salute. Shout out to my brother, the Bishop, in the building. Shout out to my brother, the Bishop, A-Game family. Dario, what's up, brother? Salute. Shout out to Miss Angie in the building. Salute to Miss Angie. Salute to my brother, Sir O, in the building. Shout out to you, man. Shout out to everybody that's tuned in. Like I said, make sure y'all like and share today's show. Also, after today's show, make sure y'all go and check out my last pre-recorded show. Make sure y'all go and check that out. Also, that is part 2 of Black Men Don't Understand Their Roles in Relationships. So make sure y'all go and check that out also, man. Shout out to Double C in the building. Salute to Double C. Salute to everybody that's coming through. Make sure y'all like and share the show. We're going to get into it today. Today is part 1 of my new series. That's right here on Stay Sleep TV. Black men are the casualties of spiritual warfare. And in this series, this is just a precursor, but later on in this series, we are going to go into the 7 deadly sins, brothers. That's what we're going to go into on this series. And we're going to go into them, of course, DS1 style. And we're going to explore how these 7 deadly sins, these 7 deadly cardinal sins, affect us brothers. And this series also ties into my pre-recorded series. So make sure y'all go and check that out. I just dropped part 1. Make sure y'all go and check that out. And this is part 1. No, I just dropped part 2 over there, but this is part 1 today of my new series, man. I appreciate all the support. Much love. Shout out to JR Meadows. I see you in the building. Salute. But this is part 1. The enemy within. The enemy within. Before we start this, let me get a sip of water. The enemy within, family. And when I say the enemy within, do I just mean the enemy within ourselves as individuals? No, I don't. No, I don't. I mean, what I'm definitely speaking on is the enemy amongst us brothers. See, when you hear me say it's a spiritual war, or you hear other family members in the A-Game family say this is a spiritual war, or we're dealing with spiritual warfare, it is because we understand that a lot of us are under attack by people who look like me and you. And over time, we had to realize that the reason why we're being attacked by people that look like me and you is because the war's not fought on flesh and blood only, but it's fought on principalities, You see? It's a spiritual war. This is why they say it's wickedness in high places. This is spiritual warfare. And this is how the war is waged on black men. It is waged on us psychologically. First, see, once you hit the head, the body goes. So once they got in our heads, fellas, everything else went to pieces. So when y'all hear us say it's a spiritual war, that's what it is. It's an attack on our morals, our principles, the things that we stand on as men, our masculinity. You see? This is why I just did a whole series breaking down how they're trying to subvert black men's masculinity, how they've actually done it. See, because this is a spiritual war. And black men, we are the casualties of this. We're the casualties of it. Just look outside your door, you see it. But we have to understand that there's an enemy within. There's black men, black males, right? Who are agents for the enemy. These guys are the enemy within. These types of men who house these type of wicked spirits has to be separated away from righteous men or men who are seeking righteousness, not perfection. We're not seeking perfection. We're seeking righteousness as men because we come from wickedness. We come from that. That's the purpose of healing. You see? We're seeking righteousness so we can get on that path and start building. You see? But there's men who stand in the way of that. There's guys who stand in the way of this. And the way that they do it is, for instance, take a look at the thumbnail. You have a dude by the name of Battle Truth. He's on that thumbnail. He's on that thumbnail. Now, this guy, Battle Truth, he's a YouTuber. Well-known YouTuber in the battle rap community. But also, he claims to be a man of the Christian faith. Claims to be a man of the Bible. And he would have, you know, biblical debates and things like that on his channel. And for a while, you know, I used to watch his channel. You know, plus I like to watch, you know, battle rap reviews. You know, as entertainment. I like to watch how other people think of the battles. And he was at one point, he was one of battle rap's top battle rap review channels. And it just came out that this dude, Battle Truth, you know, his daughter just came out and admitted that, you know, she's pregnant by her father. Yes, y'all heard what I said. I'm going to put the link to the video down in the description box so y'all can go and see it where she's speaking out. Now, this is not his biological daughter that he has got pregnant. She's pregnant by her father. Battle Truth. This demon. This demon. Now you see how these demons play? His channel is in the realm of music. And at the same time, he's promoting music. He's promoting the Bible and how he loved the Lord and loved God. But it just came out that this man he has his daughter pregnant. His daughter. Yes. I don't care if it's not his biological daughter. He raised that girl. See, I tried to tell y'all this before. Let me make this clear. A father is something that every man is born to be. That's why you have a phallus or a penis and testicles. That is what that tool is for. It is for fatherhood. So biologically, you are a father. If you are born a male, you're a father. You can never be a mother. You can never be an auntie. You're a father. See, once you decide to use that and someone's pregnant, you are now a father. See? But Battle Truth is not her biological father. Battle Truth is her dad. See, there's a difference. See, because black men has gotten so goddamn wicked following this lost value system that you already have men trying to defend Battle Truth. Well, if that's not his biological daughter, then what did he do wrong? He raised that girl since she was a little girl. He raised her since she was a little girl. And she's pregnant now, even though she's over the age of being legal. How is that still okay? How do you have black men still saying that this shit is okay? Shout out to my brother Gold Professor. He said money for the plate. Gold peace. Salute, family. Peace to the God. Appreciate you. How can we still sit here and say that this is okay? How could we try to justify this? How? See, because it goes back to what I just explained. Battle Truth is her dad. See, biologically, you are father. You're a father. You have a penis and testicles. You're a father. When you take care of your children, you are a dad. See, understand the difference. Why do you think when you hear little black boys that don't grow up with their father, what do you, that's not my father. I don't know my father. but I had a stepdad. Do you hear how the language change? I don't know my father, but I have a stepdad. You see the difference? See, because a dad is the art of you actually taking care and raising the child. That's when you become a dad. You actively working with your children. That's you being a dad. Once you bust that nut and that woman got pregnant, you're a father now. Now you're a father. When you start raising those children and teaching those children and giving those children your SOS, you become a dad. So you can be the dad of children you did not produce. They didn't come from you. But you're still their dad because you raised them. See, understand the difference. See, because you could go and just have children. You're still a father, but you're not a dad. So you got black men who are trying to justify this man impregnating his daughter. And you got a bunch of black men up here that's just not speaking on this type of shit that's going on. See, this is the enemy within us, brothers. These are the kind of dudes that are agents. These kind of guys, these wicked dudes. These be the dudes that'll snitch on you. These be the dudes that'll do all types of shit because they already wicked. They already wicked individuals. And like I said, I'm going to have the link to the video with his daughter speaking out about it. I'm going to put it in the comment section. I'm going to pin it. So y'all can go and check it out. But this is what I mean by we're the casualties of spiritual warfare. Because now the narrative of black men molesting children, doing all types of wicked things to children can still be attached to black men because of wicked dudes like Battle Truth. You see? Because of the things that these type of dudes do, and black men don't do shit about it. We don't do shit about it. We won't even go and unsubscribe from the dude's channel. This is how much we won't do to show that black men are righteous. We won't go and do the things that are right. We'll just let this shit fester and let it linger. And that's wrong. Because that is not what men do. Because men are what? Men are problem solvers. We're problem solvers. That's what men do. That is part of what? A man's nature. It's part of our nature. We're problem solvers. We're supposed to protect the children, not procreate with the children. But once again, we think or we allow this type of shit to just go unspoken about, unchecked. as black men. I know why a lot of us, especially here in the cyber world, I know why a lot of black men don't speak out against shit like this, because y'all want to find a way to blame women for it. See, that's what y'all want to do. Y'all want to find a way to blame women. Well, what about her mama? Excuse me, Negro. That dude was her dad. What are you talking about? And see, this is exactly why I have him right next to Robert Kelly. See, because Robert Kelly was touching them young girls since they were young. And he's fathered some of them young girls' children. But some of them had children after the age of it being illegal. Same thing with Battle Truth. You see? Now, all of us brothers should be happy that R. Kelly's going to jail. It's just that simple. Put a number 1 in the chat if you are happy that R. Kelly's going to jail. Put number 1 in the chat if y'all happy R. Kelly's going to jail. And I know a lot of y'all, oh, you can't be wishing jail on nobody. You know, you DS1, how you wishing jail on black men? Put a number 1 in the chat if you're happy R. Kelly's in prison for the shit he's done. Put a 2 in the chat if you disagree with him going to jail. Because I want to see just what y'all think. Oh, I see ones. I see nothing but ones. I see nothing but ones. Because that man's supposed to be in prison. That man's supposed to be in jail, man. Do you know how many lives R. Kelly done ruined? I'm talking about families. See, because y'all have to understand that this pedophilia stuff, this stuff goes, it travels as generational trauma when, and I'm a, you know, I'm gonna try to be as censored as possible, but sexual trauma doesn't leave a lot of our young men and young women because somebody's not in the ground somewhere. You see? See, the men, we, us, when it came to protecting the children from even the men in our families, we failed on that. We failed on that. We failed. We failed. And you know why? Because you know your cousin that just came home from doing 20 years, you know he shouldn't be around no children. You know that. You know that. But you let them babysit while you go to work. You see? See, this is the type of shit that us men allow the women to do. You see, because if it was up to me and a lot of other men, a lot of these dudes wouldn't even be here. But see, the problem is we will not get rid of the enemy within. See, that's what we won't do. We won't focus on him. That's what we won't do. That's what we won't do. We will not get rid of that problem, that sickness. See, we have to get rid of that, brothers. We have to make sure that there's no monsters under the bed. And we have to believe the children when they say this type of shit. Because you got Negroes out here like Battle Truth, who's right here on the internet, running around here acting like he's a spiritual man, and he got his goddamn daughter pregnant. He got his daughter pregnant. You see? We sit here and act as if this is not going on. You see? What we like to do is we like to say, oh, long as it's not us. No, brother. There's something called appearance value. You see? And when you don't have or you lack an appearance, what you show to the world is black men don't have no standards. See, this is why the righteous black men have to speak out against this type of shit, because we have to show that we have standards. We don't tolerate that type of shit. That's not tolerated by black men, not maggles, not male hyenas. You see? Not them. But the men have to show, and we have to stand up against this type of shit, because it's about our reputation and our appearance is on the line. We have to show the world that black men have a standard. We're not standing for this shit. We're not super predators. We're not pedophiles. You're not going to label us that. Because there should be enough black men speaking out against the shit and not sitting back saying, well, that ain't me. Well, that ain't me. Well, that ain't got nothing to do with me. And then you wonder why it's so easy for somebody to pick up the phone and say you a pedophile. You see how easy it is for black men to be wrongfully accused? You know why that shit happens? Not just because we black men, but because black men won't stand up and fight against the injustice that these men do. We won't stand up and chastise the men for doing this shit. We won't do it. We won't ostracize him first. So then it becomes a black man's issue and not his issue. See, you see how that works? When you want to sit back and just let shit go, Then it becomes, oh, this is how black men are. Why is that? Because there's no black men saying, that's not us. He's a maggle. He's a male hyena. He's designed to hurt people. We don't support that. We're not standing by that dude. He's not a man of God. He's a demon. He's a beast. He's a monster. You see? And if he ever come back this way again, he will be headless. You see, that's the type of shit we got to be on, black men, and we got to stand on it in public and in private. So that means you got to be like that with the molesters in your family. See, ain't no smiling and no, you hurt children. You see, you a demon. You're a demon. And you think we're going to sit back and let you hurt these little boys? Or hurt these little girls who in return is going to hurt boys? Who are in return going to hurt more women? Who in return going to hurt more men? When is this shit going to stop? We got to stop it. When Negroes do shit like this, we got to step up, black men. Shout out to Red. Appreciate you, Red. Make sure y'all like and share the show. We got to stop it. We have to be the ones that say, no, that's not us. That's a demon over there. He don't have nothing to do with us because we're not on demon time. We on family time. See? That's what we on. We on healing time. We on building time. We not on demon time. See? And we have to let that be known to the world that this is our standard. See, this is why they specialize in negative media portrayal. They have to give us the R. Kellys and plaster this black man all over the goddamn world. You know why? Because black men are rapists. This is what they want to tell the world. R. Kelly is a rapist, but so are all black men. This is why they pull it all over the world. Because R. Kelly is a what? He's a celebrity. And celebrities represent us because we've allowed them to. Black people have allowed celebrities to represent us. So when little baby get caught with a bunch of guns, is look at black youth. Look at these young black men. All they want to do is sell drugs. They want to follow little baby. See what they do to us, brothers? This is spiritual warfare. You see this? Psychological shit. Y'all want to be like little baby, huh? You see? And these dudes are taking checks to be that archetype to continue the chaos that goes on amongst black men. They want to be the archetype, the demiurge, the god that fits in that influence. See, little baby's a god. He's a god. Young Thug, he's a god. Brother Polite is a god. Africa Bambaataa is a god. But what are their gods of? Debauchery. You see? This is spiritual warfare. The enemy within. We thinking it's cool because they got the bag. So we think, oh, yeah, this how it is. This how we need to be. We lit. See, this is what they do. See, when we talk about the lost value system being promoted as the winning value system, we're talking about fame. This is why I did the show. Wealth and fame destroys black men. And you got this dude, Battle Truth, who became internet famous and started making money and started, or he forgot who he was. See, you know how they say, if money don't change you, it's because you didn't get enough? No. Money exposes who people really are. That's what money does. Money don't change you. Money exposes you. See, all it takes for some people is some money that they never had before. That's all it takes. And then dudes start getting cocky. Dudes start getting arrogant. And then they forget that the truth is right next to them. You see? So while Battle Truth was running around here getting all these views, trying to be a battle rap pastor, preaching the Bible and all of this type of stuff, as if he's a righteous man, he gets exposed for getting his goddamn daughter pregnant. And I'm going to just play some of this video. I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to play some of this video, right? So y'all can see, just get a glimpse of what's going on when I say black men are the casualties of spiritual warfare. So I'm going to share my screen. Hit pause on that real fast. As y'all can see. Fair use. Fair use, family. Fair use. This is for educational purposes only. YouTube.
Because after what I just saw on not only John Real's channel, shout out to John Real, shout out to Wave Gang, like what y'all doing, keep applying pressure, please. But also on Sinetta's channel, bruh, Battle Truth, you are a sick individual. Like, for real. You are sick. You are sick. Number one, the sonogram that you posted on your Instagram page in December of 2017, which shows that Jerica Baker is pregnant, with your caption under it saying that you are about to be a grandfather once again.
Now, y'all heard that, right? Y'all heard that. He said that Battle Truth, this demon, posted a sonogram on his Instagram in 2017 saying that he's getting ready to be a grandfather, right? I'm getting ready to go to the next video. I just wanted y'all to hear that, because That is him admitting, right, that he's that girl's what? Her father. He's admitting that. He's admitting that. Appreciate that, JLJ. So now, I'm going to stop sharing my screen and I'm going to share this next video. Because, see, I want y'all to understand that we, as black men, we have to stop looking for reasons not to hold one another accountable. See, because accountability is a part of healing. And there's a lot of us as black men that are in the chat and who are listening that know black men and their families, that just know black men, period, who do shit like this. Who do shit like this, and we don't say nothing about it. But the reason why the men had to begin to stop this type of shit is because it becomes a cycle. It becomes a cycle of pain. You see? And if it starts with us, it's going to end with us. Meaning, if we allow Battle Truth, a dude like Battle Truth, a dude like R. Kelly, to still be represented, to still be accepted by black men after doing the shit they've done, what that tells black women, what that tells other black men who've been harmed by these types of individuals, that black men don't care about them. We don't care. You see? See, because that girl that was touched, right? And no man never came and tried to do nothing. And she just had to live with it because her mama told her that's what she had to do, because that's what happened to her mother. She gonna grow up and hate men. And she gonna grow up and she gonna hurt men. And then those men gonna grow up and they gonna hurt more women. See, this is how this shit works. There has to be a set of men, part of a generation, that's going to cut the tie, that's going to sever this shit, that's going to break the curse. And it might be a generation of us black men that we just might have to sacrifice ourselves for this type of shit to end. See, because I know a lot of y'all will be like, well, you know, DS1, this type of stuff will never end, man. Yes, it could. It can end. It can end. But the men have to step in and provide this. This is what the men have to do. This is what the men have to step in and do. And don't play with it. You see? Meaning, before you come and you implement your SOS amongst other people, you have to carry yourself a certain way. See, this goes back to what I spoke on today in my pre-recorded video. Black men, we tolerate too much shit. We tolerate too much shit. See, we got to accept a pedophile, a rapist. We got to accept that person for who they are. Do I say accept them and bring them in? Hell no. But we have to identify them as that. No, you're not my brother. You're a rapist. No, you're not my brother. You a pedophile. You're not my brother. No. No. You're not. You're not my brother. You know why? Because you don't value the truth. There's no truth in you. You don't care about no goddamn body. How you my brother? How you my brother? You not my family. You don't love me. You don't love me. You want to hurt me. You want to hurt the little children in my family. You're not my family. You're not my bro. You don't care about how black men are seen across the world. Because if you did, you have some goddamn integrity. You'll understand, Robert, that you shouldn't have been doing that. You shouldn't have been doing that. You know that. But you don't have no standards. See, you don't have no standards. And see, the black men who try to justify the polites, who try to justify the battle truths, the Robert Kellys, the Bambadas, the men who try to justify those types of guys are the men who follow what you see in front of you. You see? This is the kind of system in which they employ into their own lives. And as I said before, when a man is following the lost value system, his 4 P's are corrupted. You see? So, yeah, R. Kelly was a provider, but he was providing and sheltering and harboring his victims. You see? He procreated with his victims. He protected his victims. He problem solved for his victims. You see? This is what happens when you follow a lost value system. Your nature is corrupted. You see? This is what I want brothers to understand when I say we're the casualties of spiritual warfare. And why we need to call dudes like this out. And why DS1 will continue to do it. Because these are the enemies within us. And see, these types of men, they have large followings. They have a bunch of sheep. They have a bunch of sheep who go out and promote what these guys are doing. That's what they're doing. They're promoting it. They're promoting it. First thing they say, oh, these women lying. They just trying to get money from a celebrity. Oh, she lying on Battle Truth. So what that does to a black man who's just listening in, it's making him say, well, damn, what it's okay for me to get away with doing this shit. Maybe I should try it. Maybe I should try it. You see how this works? If they got away with it, why can't I get away with it? You see how this works? You see how this works? See, it becomes follow the leader. And then you have men years later who continues this wretched lifestyle. This is how from Dr. York you had Bambaataa. From Bambaataa you had Hassan Campbell and Brother Polite and all of the other people who followed the tenements of Nuwapianism. Then you got Battle Truth. Battle Truth, he's one of these Torah dudes. See, there's a sector here on YouTube with black men who study the Torah who promotes wicked shit. And it has a lot of people thinking that the Torah is a wicked book because of these wicked men. The enemy within. You see, that's Battle Truth. That's Battle Truth. He run around and wave the Bible in your face while being a demon. And then you wonder why black men left the church. Because of wicked men. Wicked men. Dudes don't want to be a part of that wicked shit. I don't want to be a part of that. I don't want to be a part of oppressing people. I don't want to be a part of that. God is not over there. You see what that does? See, because all it takes nowadays is for one of us to go into a church with a bloody scholar as a pastor, and now you're traumatized about ever going to church again. See, that shit occurs and it sticks with us because there's no men there to say, hey, brother, you left there. Let me show you a place that may be better. Let me see if this place suits you. Don't separate yourself from your spirituality because of a demon. Because God told you he coming back for his house first. So all the demons going to get wiped out from out of there first. So it's your choice, but you don't have to leave because of a demon that's in there. Because you're going to go to other churches and you're going to find demons in there that wave the Bible in your face, but they're having babies by their daughters. They got a wife, but they're having children by women in the congregation. You're going to have that. That's going to exist. That should not run you away from God and serving his people. That shouldn't do that. But you know why it does? Because of that appearance value that we forget about. See, there's not enough of us brothers standing and walking in that appearance that we're supposed to walk in. So it's easy for them to destroy a label on black men. Oh, they like raping women. Look at R.Kelly. Look at such and such. Look at such and such. Look at such and such. Because there's not enough black men speaking out against it. And pushing back. Brothers, we got to push back. We got to push back. We got to let each other know, hey, listen, we got to get our communities back. So there's certain shit that we gonna have to sacrifice. See? And being lit and being popping and all that shit, you might have to sacrifice that, man, for a couple of generations. Because we got to get right, black men. That other shit is for the birds. We did enough of that. How many more years we gonna party and neglect our children so you can have a nigga like Battle Truth in the house with your daughter having children? Huh? How many more years it's gonna take for us to send our children to school and not care, and then have a nigga like R. Kelly pull up to the school and have your daughter in his Jeep? You remind me of my Jeep. Who you think he's talking about? He's talking about them little girls. You remind me of my car. See? So from now on, you Negroes should not be playing R. Kelly with your girl. Because R. Kelly don't sing to grown women. He's singing to your daughter, nigga. Was I supposed to say that? Nigga, you playing the enemy in your house. 12 play. This nigga like children. Listen to his songs. He always referencing toys, playing. He don't want your woman, nigga. He not talking to your woman. And ladies, he not talking to you. He talking to that little girl that's in the room sleep, that you trying to quiet the sex sounds from. That's who he talking to. See? Stop playing that shit in your house, fellas. R. Kelly should be banned from your house. Because R. Kelly is not trying to turn grown women on. So why are you listening to R. Kelly? Let your woman know we not getting down to R. Kelly. See? You wonder why when you was growing up, you had those young girls who was hot in the ass? Because they was listening to their mama have sex to R. Kelly. And R. Kelly was singing to her. That's why she liked R. Kelly. Why you think all them little girls? See, I grew up in the 90s. I was listening to R. Kelly when I was 7, 8 years. My mama listened to R. Kelly. And all the little girls that was my age, they loved R. Kelly. They was singing that shit. You remind me of my Jeep. They was singing it. You see what I mean, brothers? If you claim to run your household, then y'all shouldn't be listening to R. Kelly. R. Kelly sings to children. You see? We have to get rid of the enemy within us, around us. There's always an enemy within. How you think Malcolm dead? How you think Khaled is dead? Think Fred Hampton is dead? Huh? There's always an enemy within us. So I'm going to share my screen again. Because I want y'all to hear some more about this Battle Truth dude. This demon.
You queer cats are tone setters.
I'm not putting anything on anybody that isn't proved to be factual first, right? We only gonna deal in facts. And until something is actually proving, what we're not gonna do is jump to conclusions, right? So I woke up a little while ago and whole bunch of tweets. And I just jump out the window. I went and I watched the video I was linked to. And it was Pretty Money basically laying out, you know, what he supposedly got in terms of this whole situation. Supposedly is a 20-year-old girl that Battle Truth either raised or it's a biological father or whichever one it is. And supposedly it's the family came over to the house and when they came in, the girl was naked. You understand? What I will say is this, right? And as much as I do not like this old nigga, you feel me? I'm not gonna be the one to throw something on him that isn't proven to be fact. You feel me? Now,
Now, the reason why I played that video second is because I wanted y'all to hear the black man say, I'm not going to put nothing on him, but the first video I played, as y'all heard, he said he went and saw the interview and it's confirmed. This dude birthed a child with his daughter. Now, biological or not, that's his daughter. That's his daughter. Now, if you want to try to make excuses for Battle Truth, then that actually means you agree with Brother Polite. Because Brother Polite has been accused of being in a relationship with his stepdaughter, not the one he's facing charges for, not this girl, but the one who they said he was in a relationship with. That was his daughter. You see? So if you're gonna make excuses for one, you gotta make it, you gotta stand on your shit. And see, you can't stand on lies. And this is what I mean why us brothers gotta call this shit out. See, because these types of black men, they crawl their way up to fame. And then they get thousands and thousands of black men behind them to back the wicked shit that they do. You see? We have to call this shit out because at the end of the day, those men, this is why I'm saying they're the enemy within us, brothers, because these type of men, the men who follow and live through this, the reason why that they're our enemy also is because they're willing to fight to uphold this. They're willing to die for this lost value system. Because this is the value system that is promoted to them as the winning value system. This is the way of life. You see? If you're not on this type of time, you're not living life. You're not lit, you're boring, you're not about nothing. You see? And they use these types of guys, the R.Kellys. On a lower level, they use these types of guys, the Polites, the Hassan Campbells, to galvanize and to attract the minds of black men who's going to stand behind this debauchery. So when they continue to put out the propaganda about black men, it's going to stick. It's going to stick. Because all they can do is point to Hassan. All they can do is point to B. Stinger. They could point to Bambaataa. They could point to Polite. They could point to Sinetta. They could point to Battle Truth. They could point to R. Kelly and say, we have too many examples to not say that this is how black men are. You see this, brothers? And then we become the casualties of this shit. Because then we have to fight to be seen this way by other people. You see? This is why it's important. We have to come together and we got to speak out against this, brothers. We have to get rid of this shit in our families. We have to speak out against it in our families. The shit cannot be allowed and accepted because it won't stop, and it hasn't. And now it's heightened. Our children are not safe, man. How many children just getting abducted? Just getting abducted. Black men, we have to do something about this enemy within us. These little demons that's running around here. Y'all do something about them. We can't let them run around because us sitting back for as long as we have, there's a legion of these demons. Remember, I told y'all at the beginning of this year that this will be the year of exposure. It will be the year of truth, where all this shit gonna come out. And day by day, you see the demons. You see the demons. You see the demons. What we gonna do now, fellas? We gonna let them just run around? Oh, man, I'm minding my business. See, brothers, if you're a family man, you're gonna speak out against this because your children is gonna grow up in the world and they might come and encounter with the offspring of these demons. And you want your children to be prepared to deal with these spirits. And if possible, as men, we want to try our damnedest to make sure our children could be in a world where less and less of those people who look like them exist. Because it's easy for me to deal with a demon that don't look like me, who don't sound like me, don't walk like me. But when they're within us, you know, like the black man who killed Fred Hampton in his sleep, you know, like those two black men who caused the distraction for the FBI to kill Malcolm X? Yeah, you know them. You know the men who allowed that person to come and do what they did to Khaled? Yeah, you know them. What we gonna do about them, brothers? Because then we have to be the casualties of that. We have to be the ones to carry that burden, to have to live with those labels, those false labels being put on us. What are we gonna do about this? We just gonna sit back and just let it happen, right? That's why I speak out against all of this shit, because it ties into our appearance value. And the more and more we let this shit go, it shows that black men don't have no standards. And we do. Black men, of course, we have standards. Of course. Of course. We have standards because we follow the 10 life values. We follow the 10 life values, where we understand that appearance is an internal value. And by black men showing that they don't have no goddamn standards, or showing that they don't give a goddamn about themselves. They don't care about themselves enough to develop a goddamn standard. And showing that we got a standard is first standing up and speaking out against this shit. That's first. That's first. That's first. We can't sit back and not condemn these men. We have to. We have to. As black men, we have the authority to do that. We have the authority to call these people out. We do. Especially if you're not out here having children by your goddamn children. But too much of us, man, we cowardly. We take the coward way out of shit. We just want to walk, I'm gonna mind my business. I'm gonna mind my business. But you all in these female businesses every goddamn day. You worry about what these broads doing. You're all up in their business, but you don't want to handle man business. You don't want to handle man business. You don't want to take care of the shit men's supposed to be taking care of. But you worry about how look at her nails. Look, why she got fake hair. She got a fake butt. But you got these niggas running around here having babies by babies. And you niggas ain't got nothing to say about that. But you worry about a weave, nigga. You worry about a weave. You worry about a fake ass. When you got niggas like R.Kelly running around grooming young girls and buying fake asses for them when they turn grown. Taking care of his goddamn subjects. You niggas ain't talking about that though. But you're talking about OnlyFans. All this bullshit that don't matter to nothing. Don't mean nothing. Don't mean shit. While our children sit here continue to suffer. The children are suffering, nigga. See, them girls are grown now that R. Kelly had in his little dungeon, but they were little girls at once. They were picked up from a high school or a middle school. R. Kelly was known for that in Chicago. And I've got that from plenty of Chicago people. R. Kelly was known for sending his reps out to high schools and middle schools to pick up them girls. Oh, so because they grown now, he shouldn't go to jail. You niggas are wicked. You niggas are wicked. Niggas are wicked, man. And don't think you gonna be around here and we not gonna call you out. We're going to call this shit out. We have to. Because we have to set a standard and let it be known it's not going to be tolerated. It's not accepted nor tolerated on no levels. Molestation, all of that sick shit is a no-fly zone for that. There's a no-fly zone for that. Hip Hop Analyze say, you people in Chicago didn't do anything, call them out. Exactly. Exactly. But people in Chicago know about that shit for years. But a lot of people don't call it out because a lot of that type of shit is normal out there. And that's a fact. Remember, we fight against flesh and blood, but we fight not against flesh and blood, but spiritual wickedness in high places. That's a fact. I spoke on that. That's a fact. What else can we expect with the total pornograph? That's true. That's true. And I speak on that too. I'm glad you brought that up. That's a good point. That's a good point. But that's not why R. Kelly did what he done. You see, R. Kelly already told his story and things happened to him. And there were no men there to mend that problem that happened to R. Kelly. There weren't no men there to protect him. You see? This is why today's show is The Enemy Within, because we have to start to look there. It's no more looking outside our doors because we know what's going on outside our doors, fellas. We know. It's time for us to focus on what's going on right there. The shit that we look past. You see? The shit that we look past. The shit that we think is not there. This is why we have to understand a man's nature correctly. See, because it's being taught to men that all black men have to do is protect and provide. If all black men have to do is protect and provide, then why nobody protected R. Kelly when he was a little boy? See, because when a man is looked at as an ATM machine or a wallet, and he treats himself as such, his protection is extremely low. Because the protection he actually provides is financial protection. He protects financially. He makes sure the lights don't get cut off. He makes sure y'all don't get evicted. So he doesn't protect the children. He doesn't even stop and think about what's going on in those rooms when those doors are closed, because he doesn't survey the goddamn house. He don't protect no goddamn body but his money. So he don't know what's going on in those rooms. He don't know during the cookout how children like to, wilder off into weird places and shit. So he don't go and check. Yo, where's such and such at? I walk through I open doors. What's going on in here? You see? That's what happens when you teach a black man all he has to do is protect and provide. No, there's 4 P's in a man's nature, not 2. Because when you tell a man all he is money, but then you tell him he got to protect, he going to protect his money. He ain't going to protect them children. You see, he can't foresee a goddamn problem because all he doing is paying bills. He can't foresee a problem. So he can't solve it. You see? You see what happens when we perish because of the lack of knowledge. black men? You think all you got to do is protect and provide. And the woman you with already treat you like a goddamn credit card. So that's what you're trying to protect. You ain't trying to protect them goddamn children. And black men, we've been off our post for too long. Period. If you don't want to, if you dealing with a woman that don't want you to express your goddamn nature in its entirety, then you need to leave that woman. She should not be worth your time, your toll, because she too much goddamn trouble, and she will never take the level of threat off the table because she don't respect who you are. You see? So if you a man that's coming in and letting it be known, hey, listen, we're going to get rid of these savages that's around here. I'm going to make sure that there's no predators around here. See, and when you got a woman that's, oh, don't worry about that. I'm good. I'm good. She ain't worth your time, bro. She ain't worth your time. She ain't worth your time. You know why she ain't worth your time? Because she practiced this. She practiced this. You see? And that's not what you standing on. See, you standing on righteousness. You standing on the 10 life values, not the lost value system. See, because you understand that the enemy within practice the lost value system. So you don't deal with women who practice the lost value system. And this is what I mean by the enemy within. Stay away from the men. Condemn the men. Don't support the men who are like Robert Kelly, who's like Battle Truth, who's like these other guys out here. And don't even support the guys who make excuses for them, who try to give these men an out. Well, we gotta wait till the proof come out. You know them niggas. Stay away from them too, brothers, because they're the enemy too. See, they are the friend to your enemy. The niggas that try to cape, the niggas that try to say, oh, well, we're not sure. Those are the friends to the enemies. Those are the friends to the enemies. So this is just part 1 of Black Men Are Casualties of Spiritual Warfare. I appreciate y'all for tuning into today's show. Make sure y'all hit the like button. Make sure y'all share the show. Make sure y'all like and share today's show. Shout out to Bucket. I see you. What's going on, Kalila? Shout out to Queena. Much love, Queena. Great to see you. Shaw Newsom. What's going on? Hip Hop Analyze. All black men are not like that. Not at all. Not at all. But the men who are, we gonna call them out. That's what we do over here on Sheep Stay Sleep TV. Apple Cider, what's going on? But I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Much love. Like I said, make sure y'all like and share today's show. If y'all enjoyed today's show, Cash App $ Sheep Stay Sleep TV. Cash App $ Sheep Stay Sleep TV is where y'all can go. If y'all enjoyed today's show, if you have donated, I appreciate it. If you hit the like button, if you hit the share button, I appreciate all the love and the support. Shout out to all of the visionaries. Much love to the A-Game family in the building. Salute to the entire A-Game nation. I appreciate everybody for tuning into today's show. We will be back here tomorrow, Same time, that's 2:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on Sheep Stay Sleep TV. I'm going to catch y'all later, family. Peace.
We're A-Game, a 100% Black-owned company with an all-natural product and world-class customer service. We're headquartered in California, and we manufacture, package, and ship right here in the United States. We ship to more than 125 distributors worldwide. Normal processing is 2 to 3 days, and we employ virtual tracking until our product is received. So, no matter where you are in the world, here we come, and we're bringing your A-game.